Okay, new game, ranked, bot lane. We got our misfortune. We are laning against Raven, I think, and Zerath, I think. Yeah, and I'm accompanied by my trusty and friendly friend, which is my, what's it called? Friend? Okay, just friend. Just friends. Just friends. And I was thinking about how to start doing podcasting. Because that's the kind of theme we are running down with ranked League of Legends gameplay. So either way, if you're in to watch some whack gaming. No, it's not whack. You know they call me Faker in League of Legends.
I thought you was talking about real life.
Okay.
And I didn't know we were
Faker is a like real
term everyone
esports. No, he's a real esport.
term.
No, he's like he's known for esports.
Ah,
In League of Legends, he's like,
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
bro, I'm almost dead. Yeah, already. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. I've had turret hit him. I have to back. I can't do nothing. Bro, I'm one hit. Oh, and my stream just messed up. Okay, can still play from the recording.
Okay, this video I'm not going to ask you questions.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna give you some shower thoughts.
Okay.
So some things just that
Shower
makes you
thoughts?
think. Some things that just make you think.
Okay. But before you do that,
Don't get
just want to
cocky.
specify, because I started the video by talking about it, is that I try to search for how to start podcast, and every single thing is like made up by AI. Like, because I've asked AI many times for inspiration, it's the same, what's it called, generic answers, and now the internet is filled with those generic answers, and people in Reddit, Quora, all those websites you usually go to ask for problems, they're just filled up with AI, and it looks like it's just like normal people just copy pasting from ChatGPT. So I think that's bad, and I want to talk about AI later on, but maybe not now. You can start with your generic, shower.
Okay.
I'm scared to say that
Do you
word.
agree with this? Dads probably born with dogs so much, or pets generally, in our society, because men don't get shown a lot of affection, but dogs give tons of affection without them.
Okay.
Because they often say a dog is a man's best friend.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. I think that's why men like to call women for
Dogs?
dishwashers and objectives, because like a dog, they don't answer back. They just.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be a part of this video anymore.
I'm just joking. But I mean, it's like you have cats. You love your cats, so it's.
Do you love my cats too?
I like them. They're
You
chill.
love them?
They're chill.
You love them. Say you love them.
Just one of them.
Just say you.
Handle
Oh,
me,
Yeah.
summoner?
that's rude. I love both my kids.
Both of your kids. Sure, friend.
This is interesting. So, you know, in an office building,
Yeah.
Feeling about this.
the most important people are often on the top floor.
Yeah.
But if elevators hadn't been invented, all the CEOs and important people would have had their offices on the first floor
Yeah.
as a sign of status.
Okay, but that wasn't back in the day, because back in the day we didn't have elevators.
You don't see CEOs walking up high floors. Back in the day, you didn't have that high buildings.
You sure? I think
Back in the day.
I think back in the day we had tall buildings.
Ah,
Can we fact check that? Chat, can you fact check that?
no.
Okay.
It depends how
Don't
back
get
in
cocky.
the day you're talking about. During a nuclear explosion,
Mm.
there is a certain distance of the radius where all the frozen supermarket pizzas are cooked to perfection. The frozen pizzas.
Huh.
It's a win-win.
I think that's cap.
You've got dangerous
I think that's a
eyes.
win-win.
I like that.
You get offed
No, because you
and you get perfect pizza.
get nuclear pizza,
Oof. Like Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola. You should have watched Fallout. That was an amazing series.
I know.
Sorry guys, I had to burp.
Anxiety is like when video game combat music is playing, but you can't find any enemies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's facts.
You like no one.
Yeah, dude.
We do not check the refrigerator multiple times to find new food.
Yeah.
We check to see if our standards have dropped enough to eat what was available.
I mean, sure.
I mean, do you believe in magic?
No.
No. So just say that you agree.
I
and
agree.
we'll move on.
I agree.
Yeah, thanks. The sentence. This is something you don't like. The sentence, don't objectify women, has
Okay.
the word woman as the object of the sentence.
No, I don't agree.
It's facts.
I'm just joking. Sure.
I don't think you understood that.
No, but you were.
Because you know a
I think I
sentence
did
is
because
structured
you
in
said
a
to me
way-
that you're going to ask questions, not
No, I
not
told you this video
with a statement.
is not going to be me asking questions,
Okay.
but I'm going to give you some shower thoughts.
Okay. So
So you're just telling me that men don't listen.
yes, I agree. I'm not
Okay.
good at this whole YouTube thing.
With League of
This
Legends?
was your idea.
At League of Legends?
That also. Mostly that.
Okay. Mm,
I'm just recording so I can behave.
yeah. Ooh, it would be cool if after you died,
Oh.
it would be cool after you died,
Yeah.
if you, no, it would be cool if after you died, you could see the top 5 times you almost died.
Top 5 times I almost died.
Yeah, because sometimes maybe you
Oh, with
didn't
like
even
a
know.
like a almost kill cam.
Yeah,
I think that would be super scary, but
you're
then
dead already.
you're dead already. So so
Okay, this is kind of funny. I'm sure. It kind of makes sense that the target audience for fidget spinners lost interest in them so quickly.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's actually facts.
I like that.
Because I think I saw a video game actually putting fidget spinners in the battle pass. CS:GO.
Huh?
CS:GO.
What's
You know how Fortnite has battle pass,
Yeah.
and CS:GO is like a
CS:GO is
a
game.
popular shooter game, online shooter
Okay.
game.
And they
It
put
is
fidget
popular in
spinners
Pakistan, Morocco, Africa. You know those
Ooh.
countries. Russia is also big
Russia.
in CS:GO, I think.
Mhm.
It used to be a pretty big game in Europe. Europe.
Elio?
Europe.
What's that?
EU.
You in Europe?
In Europe, yes.
Elio.
Europe.
The syllables in on your mark, get set, go are a countdown.
No
Can you say
On
that?
your mark, get set, go.
Shh. We have neighbors.
Yeah, but listen, on your mark, two,
Yeah.
get set, two,
Okay.
go, one,
I
3, 2, 1.
I think that's a coincidence.
No, I don't think so. Nothing is a coincidence in this world.
That's true. I don't believe
On
in
your mark,
coincidences,
get
but
set, go.
I don't believe in coincidences, but I still use the word because for
Don't
me
get
the word
cocky.
coincidence is just
A coincidence.
low probability. Yeah,
Yeah.
An
Okay.
ally has been slain.
like that you and me are friends, that's like low coincidence.
So okay, next. Security at every
An enemy
level
has
of an
been
airport
slain.
is
An ally
absolutely
has been
pretty
slain.
Uh-huh.
until you get to the
I know
baggage
what
claim.
I'm doing.
Then it's just like take whatever bag you want.
That's true because every time I travel, I stress that someone has taken my luggage, and I'm like, we're never going to get that back, and the insurance won't give us enough money because we don't have pictures or receipts.
Ooh, that's interesting.
You've got dangerous
Coffee
eyes. I like
Makes you
that.
hyper,
Hmm.
but coffee shops are designed for people to chill. Whereas alcohol is a depressant, but bars and clubs are designed for people to be energetic.
Yeah,
It's a paradox.
that's facts, I think.
Humans cannot even live in harmony with their own species and somehow still convince themselves that meeting an extraterrestrial species will go smoothly.
Enemy killing spree.
Hmm. You're reading those like really complicated ones.
Should I break it down for you?
No, you should repeat it because
Okay,
I was
so
too.
humans can't even live in harmony with their own species,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
and somehow they still convince themselves that meeting an alien would go smoothly.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
totally. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I think
That's.
you got confused because
I think
said
it's only the I think.
extraterrestrial
I think.
instead of-
Yeah. Sure.
Feeling about
Yeah.
this.
No, I know what those words means, but I did not just. I was just following the game. But I think it's only Americans that think that way. I mean, I think if an alien lands down in Russia, I think Putin will delete it. So like,
The aliens will never reach the ground in
No.
Russia.
no, they won't.
Okay,
And North Korea will just,
feel left out again.
yeah. Good one. That's a good one.
Okay, next.
There is no hydro bombs in space. What?
Okay, next.
Yeah, next.
The spiders that live in Buckingham Palace now are probably the descendants of the spiders that lived there during Victorian times. It's a
Also,
whole parallel royal family, but with spiders.
royal spiders.
Yeah, I'm a descendant of the royal
cocky.
spiders.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
kind of cold.
It's kind of cold, yeah.
Yeah, you look like a spider.
I do.
Yeah, sometimes.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And then we go again, Spider-Man. Then Spider-Man.
I can only sing that song in my mother tongue. To be my father.
Really? Okay, sure. You can expose that
if
we're
they
living
know
inside.
where I'm from,
We're
they're
living.
gonna judge me. And they're gonna call me
Enemy rampage.
T-word.
T-word?
Yeah.
What's a T-word? I think
I
you're
can say
Dangerous
already exposing a
eyes.
lot.
I like
But
Yeah.
T-word? T-virus?
Yeah. Coronavirus?
I thought you were from Rack City.
Uh-huh.
Rack City.
Ada Wong? Is she from Rat City?
I remember her name.
Because it's me.
She's not from.
I
Because
know
you told
what
me
I'm
that you like her
doing.
because she
Yeah, you do have some similar
traits,
traits, yeah.
personality.
Traits, yeah. She's not from Raccoon City. I'm not sure where she's
An
from.
enemy
This
has
is
been
so
slain.
funny.
Maybe she's.
If Eminem's mom wanted to, she could probably make a good amount of money selling her own spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, that's true.
Mom with only spaghetti.
Because you like spaghetti, so you'll be the first one to.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sail.
Go and buy spaghetti.
You'll be the first to dine in the restaurant.
Yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
What if the spaghetti falls down from your pocket?
Hmm?
Nah, I just tried to make a joke, but it
I
was a
really-
joke King Batch made in Barn.
Joking batch made in by.
King Batch, you know,
Oh, okay.
the guy who dies in every movie.
When I was younger and I was watching Wine, I thought it was really funny, but I always got confused if it was King Batch or King Bach.
King Bach, I didn't never think about that. King Bach.
You know Bach,
What is Bach?
the classical componist?
You mean Bosch?
Bach?
The one that makes dishwashers?
No, not Bosch.
Okay, Bosch. Yeah,
Not Bosch.
never heard of.
Bach.
How do you how do
He's
you
a classical
can you spell it or
composer.
An enemy has been
componist?
Bach,
Like
the
he plays
classic
the
shut
piano?
down.
Yeah, but he compones, like, he makes the music, the notes.
Okay, so he writes music.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, componist. I think it's
but
correct.
if I say he writes music, you
It
think
doesn't.
lyrics. I mean,
Yeesh.
it's a different word for the notes, making notes.
I think that's when you say he writes
He's a
songs.
composer.
When you write music, that's something
he,
else.
He writes. He's,
It's I think
he's
it's a
composer.
difference between a song and music. I
An
think.
ally has been
Yeah,
slain.
but I think they call it a composer.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, that's what I was told. This is so frustrating.
Wow.
One of the most frustrating feelings in the world is being smart enough to know there's a better way to do something, but not be smart enough to invent a way. You don't
That's-
agree?
You've got dangerous eyes.
I think that's something to think about.
Yeah, shower thoughts. Hashtag shower thoughts.
We just need to make a new intro with you just saying,
Shower thoughts.
yeah.
Instead of your break time, it's shower thoughts. Ooh, why did she make that sound?
She got
Hurt?
badly.
Oh,
She got axed.
poor girly cop.
Girly cop. Do you know what kind of skin she has? The skin I'm wearing. Okay, it's not candy. I thought it was candy. It's
And you
okay.
shower thoughts. Are you ready?
Bring
on
it
your
on.
mark,
On my mark.
get set, go. Okay. Smoking kills you,
I
Mm.
know
but
what
the
I'm
actual
doing.
act of smoking is a very healthy practice. You get a stressful environment, go outside for 5 minutes and take these breaks. Kind of true.
I think that's why people back in the days
Don't
used to
get
get
cocky.
5 minutes break to smoking breaks.
Yeah, because it's kind of healthy if you think about it in that way, without the whole destroying your lungs.
Yeah, it is. Nowadays at work, I keep thinking maybe I should smoke because I just want to get a break.
Yeah,
Where is he going?
but Tinder is the opposite of sweetheart advertisement. Not P, not P, but P-O. Like, we have
Yeah.
because there are actually a lot of hot singles in my area, but none of them are interested in me.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Your team has destroyed a
It's
turret.
kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. Funny though.
I don't have any more comments about it. I'm not sure what's happening in this game. You know, when I play League of Legends, I never have so much communication in the game. But the times you're here and we're speaking, there is so much communication just happening during the game.
With the players?
With the teams, yeah, with the team, with my team. So I'm not sure. Even the enemy team is typing,
Okay,
which is super unusual.
okay, next. Superman repairman's most unappreciated power is his extraordinary fine motor skill. Do you know what fine motor skill is?
No.
Okay, so we have, I don't know what to say that in English, but the opposite of fine motor skill, not the opposite, the other
Okay.
is jumping and
So you're talking about his flying, or?
no, because that's the other part of the motor skills. It's jumping, climbing, walking. That's
You're talking about
motoric.
his
But
breath?
his fine motor skill is like picking up things, just using his fingers and hands, small little acts, picking up something,
Okay.
things like that. Okay, so his most unappreciated power is his extraordinary fine motor skill. He has almost unlimited strength and can literally move mountains. Yet he is also able to shake someone's hand without using his hands.
Yeah, okay. I see that. Yeah, it is.
It doesn't exist, so that's not
It does. He lives in Metropolis. It does exist. He lives in Metropolis.
Is that
I know him.
Is that in English?
Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Is a Metropolitan?
Metropolitan.
Metropolitan?
Metropolitan. Is that not a magazine? The Metropolitan? I think it is. Fashion magazine or something.
Never heard of it. I'm not big in fashion.
Yeah,
Or I'm
I
big.
see that.
I'm big in fashion, but I don't know fashion.
Yeah, fashion would consider you plus size. Tara Banks would just,
I don't know
Be
who Tara
disgusted.
Bank is, but
yeah, the people who know, they know.
she probably knows me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a body cam, or just a face cam.
I think your body cam would be not safe for work. I'm just joking.
What?
I know what
Oh
I'm
no.
doing.
I'm going to punch you.
Cool.
Next question.
It's not question.
Next thing to think about.
Shout out.
I'm scared to say that word because I pronounced the second word so bad.
Can you please say it?
Thought?
Okay. Don't say it.
Yeah, I want to.
You need to
I know.
bleep that out.
I need some training.
You need some milk. Okay. Ooh, this is crazy. And something else I agree. So the kids growing up now, gaming on tablets, are going to have all the information ever seen without any of the computers. That is true.
Yeah,
An ally
I think so. Yeah.
an enemy has been slain.
It must suck to be an air conditioner repairman. You spend your day working in buildings that have no air conditioning. When it's fixed and finally cool, you leave.
Set
That's
sail.
true.
Yeah?
That's true. I have a friend that works with those things.
Mm-hmm.
He works a lot with, like, fridges in store where you have fries and fish and
Fries?
yeah, just
Always
they
shoot
need to be at a temperature that doesn't freeze it down, but also keeps them over normal cold levels than your refrigerator at home. You understand?
No. But that's okay. I can
Okay.
go move on.
Thank you, buddy.
I said I'm going to tell you the I didn't say that I was going to listen
That's true. We need to
everything
we
you
need
said
to
back.
we need to stay focused,
Yeah, thanks.
even though
Even though I don't listen to you,
sure.
I'm joking. It's just, I'm just
So you
taking
can
revenge for all
handle
the
me, summoner.
women jokes.
I've never made a woman joke
Okay. You just
because
call
there
women
is
jokes.
there is nothing to joke about.
Yeah.
They're not that important. Just I'm just joking.
I'm going to make a video.
You've got danger
think demonetized is when you
Like that.
have a woman inside the video because it's like demons. Demonetized. Thai?
Okay.
Thai?
How?
Demonetized? I'm not sure.
There is no
Guns
physical
blazing.
evidence to say that today is
Your team
Wednesday.
has destroyed a turret.
We all just have to trust that someone has kept count since the first one happened.
Yeah,
That is a
but
count
also
that's made by
people. Yeah, of course. It's not. I don't think about that because I know that it's just so people will meet up the same day we have all agreed on to meet
An
up on.
ally has been slain.
The first person who inhaled helium must have been so relieved when the effects were on.
I know what I'm doing.
Baby Yoda's first word probably came after his second word.
Yeah. Shivana is just going up for me, but that's fine. I think when I get my fourth item I can maybe 1v1 Shivana. Because she's building the new Shivana, I don't understand. Is it AP or? Yeah, okay, she's going AP. Mostly AP. Have you heard about that woman that got arrested?
Because he was
So there was a crime happening in a state, and then the police force used AI, and the AI submitted that the woman in another state did that, and she had
Sail.
alibis, which is more than enough proof to tell the police that she wasn't involved in this crime. But she still got jailed for 8 months, I think, because the police officers didn't bother to find more proof on their own and just trust the AI. So
that
I've not read a lot about it. I saw a video on YouTube
that's kind of messed up.
on it. I saw most critical talk about it, but I don't remember. But what are you thinking about AI being like detectives?
What are you thinking about AI?
Yeah. Should we like use
I love that you asked me that,
AI?
but I'm going to move on.
Okay,
I've got a good feeling
sure.
about this.
So,
I didn't have it. So continue.
The weird artsy loner
Mm.
usually gets the girl in movies instead of jocks, simply because many movies
Oh.
are written by weird artsy loners.
That's oh.
That's kind of crazy, because it's a fantasy they get to work with.
That's true.
I don't know if it's time is that you don't see full artsy where the girl gets with the jock and with the jock and then
That's true. But but also in movies they find like handsome people to do those stuff. So it can't be just
yeah, but
normal looking and do those movie stuff.
I think the ones who are at the movie, the artsy loner kids, they are self-aware. They know the jobs are more handsome than them.
So they
So they try
replace
to find
themselves with a jockey dude, or what do you call them? Like
are you trying to say that the loner in the movies are usually handsome guys?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Sure
it's
you can
because
handle me.
that's
But that's you just answered that. You said yes because they
yeah, because
they know.
I think the opposite. But I also think maybe because that's how they sell the movie more. Because people like to see pretty people on TV. Because everyone
That's
just
also
sets
facts.
expectations for
You've got
themselves.
dangerous
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
I like
So I
that.
think it's why. Okay, so both concrete and glass are the made of sand,
Mm.
which makes skyscrapers really just tall sandcastles. Crazy or not?
Crazy or not?
Where do you have
Yeah, that's the sound. Ready or not? Oh. Bro, I've died like 7 times now. 7 up?
7 times?
Has been slain.
No, just 7.
Just 6 7.
No, just 7.
Okay, 6
There is
7,
no
11?
6 in that.
Okay.
Oh my god, Yasuo's breathing is 10 death in. 9 9, 13 5, 6 5, 8 7.
Being with people who don't listen is lonelier than being alone. Is that
Being
not
with
kind of
people who don't listen is lonelier than
being alone?
being alone, yeah. I think that's something you think about. Because I don't usually listen when they talk.
I don't usually listen.
You listen?
No.
I know
I think
what
you listen.
I'm
I just
doing.
think
Sometimes
you like to joke that
sometimes
you
I
don't.
just think about things and it's so hard for me
To live?
to lisp and also think and answer
Yeah,
at
and
the
I
same
get
time.
that. I don't think that's not listening. I just think sometimes you have
Sometimes
it
I'm
on
just
your mind,
doing,
you just don't.
I
And
just
that's
do.
okay.
Don't
I'm
get
I
big.
just stick to back up and just try to say it again. When I know I have your attention. I don't give up. No background, no what? Never give up. Okay. Telling kids that a cop will arrest you as a disciplinary tool, then expecting kids to tell a cop if something bad is happening to them. What's the conclusion? You didn't understand. I'll get to that.
Mm.
So, when you grow up, everyone says, oh, if you do that, a cop will arrest you. As like discipline.
Not a problem.
But then you also get told, if something bad happens to you, you need to tell a cop. Is that not so confusing for kids? Because are you supposed to be afraid of them? Or are you supposed to trust them? And how do you learn the balance of doing both as a kid? That's a good shower thought.
Yeah. I think also it's like a class type thing.
Class?
Yeah.
Like school class?
I think like poor,
Subjects?
poor,
Oh,
like if you're poor, you don't trust the police a lot if you live in poor communities. And also I think in rich communities they don't trust the police that much because
yeah, of course, but like if
it will just ruin reputation to have the police in the door and stuff like that.
but as we see, we get told the police thing, just in different situations. I think it's really that we like understand what you're
Yeah. Darius is doing great. Can he push the lane?
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
If you were invisible, you could have a perfectly normal relationship with a blind person. If you were invisible, you could still have a perfectly normal relationship with a blind person.
You've got danger.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
That's interesting.
It's not interesting. It's if you watched enough comic book movies, you know.
I didn't.
It's
I actually
it's
had a life growing up, so
yeah, that's also true.
yeah. I didn't fit in with
You have not seen the original Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans, haven't you?
No, but I think he's pretty. So
Sure,
maybe I will.
sure.
Yeah, he is.
Sure,
I know he is.
sure. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Your
Sure.
turret has been destroyed.
I'm itchy.
I know what I'm
An
doing.
ally has been slain.
Single player games that don't require internet are going to be extremely valuable during the apocalypse.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Only CDs though, I think.
Don't get caught.
Or hardware that already has the games installed. Oh, I'm so gone. Oh, they're going to take Drake. Okay, what? Oh, they're like now flaming me. Because I think okay, I took the Drake
Great.
and literally killed me. How the F?
An ally has been slain.
How did I kill him? What she did was so toxic. What? Are you guys like? I think they're just trolling at this point. Not sure. My team is flaming me. What?
Was that a cat?
Yeah, it was. Okay, what the F? MF? It's Darius. Not MF. MF literally killed me.
Sure you can handle me, summoner? I always shoot first.
Yeah, Shivana is. That's disgusting.
An ally has
Shivana is
been
disgusting.
slain.
Shivana is a champion in League of Legends and they have just reworked her. She's like this female tank. Tank meaning she has a lot of HP and she can become a dragon. That's like her thing. So you don't have any more shower. You need to finish the sentence.
A bit busy.
You're working. This is work.
Okay, I can wait.
I'm just joking. You can just do your thing. I think the game is almost finished. It's looking
Your
like
team has destroyed an inhibitor.
it's looking like maybe Darius can get one turret more. Yeah, then he can leave.
Mosquitoes are such brave creatures. No, mosquitoes sure are brave for creatures with only 1 HP.
You got
That's
dangerous
true.
eyes. I like that.
Roaches are not brave. They have like
1,000 HP.
1,000 no
HP.
HP. Like I've seen a roach survive after getting their head chopped off.
Guns blazing.
Damn. If you are alone when you crack open a peanut shell and eat the peanut inside, you are the only person in the world to have ever seen a peanut.
That's true.
Crazy. Do you have nail polish in your hand?
No, I don't. I actually did had some before because I was painting my tire once. Or the metallic parts in the tire.
I forgot to
An
do
ally
mine.
has been
And then the only thing to remove the paint was nail polish. Which is like super scary because in my mind I was like, okay, I use this thing on my car and people use their in their nails.
Yeah, it's just no one they want.
Haste.
Step 2.
Oof. We're lucky that our bodies require sleep. Otherwise, our cultures would have us both working 16 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah, that's true. Or we could have just got more time to do our stuff.
Probably not. They just make money and then take on money fast.
We have a last one fast because the game is ending.
Oh,
Yeah, that.
okay.
But maybe the game will end. Yeah, I think it'll end it.
If you can't look back at your younger self and realize that you were a mistake, you probably are still in it.
And
So
that's
let's end it on that.
on a note. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Stay classy.
Stay classy now.
Stay elegant.
Stay elegant. Stay in your bed all day and never do anything. Bye.